Hi guys! So, Nick Jonas is doing musical theater again. Ah! I promise, I'm not trying to just do videos about Nick Jonas. It just kind of lined up this way, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I think in this video I'm gonna have to be a little bit meaner than I was in the last one. Mostly because when he was in Les Mis, that was 15 years ago. So here's the deal. Nick Jonas is playing Jamie in The Last 5 Years. Now, The Last 5 Years is one of my favorite musicals of all time. So, I'm not biased or anything. If you don't know the plot or the musical styling of it, The Last 5 Years is not an operatic musical like Les Mis. So technically, this should be a little bit easier for him because there's not this pressure to be a classical styling of singing. There is a movie of it with Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan. And let me tell you what, Jeremy Jordan, he's really good. He set a really high bar. Anyways, we're gonna watch a video of Nick Jonas singing Moving Too Fast and see how it goes.
Did I just hear an alarm start ringing? Did I see sirens go?
Back to it. Number one, this is first of all one of the easiest things you can fix about your voice. You don't even have to know anything about the voice to, because let me explain. You really want a long line for that voice to travel so you can get some power. So right off the bat, his posture is horrible and you can see the tension in his neck. All right, I'm gonna listen to some more.
Though I don't know what tomorrow's bringing, got a singular impression things are moving too fast. I'm gliding smooth as a figure skater.
So we don't want to sing with our mouth. All of these muscles are working back here. It's a bunch of like nasal muscles, throat muscles. You're moving your air, so there's a lot of like your abdomen muscles, your glutes. So really everything should be engaged except for your jaw. Your jaw should be relaxed. And his mouth is moving so much.
I'm riding hot as a rocket blast.
You can hear the results of him doing this. There's an sound to his voice. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's I'm running fast. What that is, it's not a stylistic choice. That's literally vocal fry, which is when your vocal cords are rubbing together and it's actually really unhealthy. So if he were to sing like a full Broadway run, he's gonna blow his voice out. Once he gets to it, it sounds good, but he's working to get to it. Let's.
I'm riding hot as a rocket blast.
He went blast. That's a lot of vowels, which is honestly setting him up to sing this pretty comfortably because but because he has so much tension that he just apparently refuses to get rid of, it's very So instead of just opening his mouth and going, he's going, That's what's really affecting his vocal quality, and that's why he doesn't need to do musical theater or Broadway if he's not gonna work on this. Change your posture, change your vowels. 30 seconds in, all he has to do is fix his posture and fix that vowel from an to an or even an ah. Notice how my mouth is open for both of those, ah. He would probably be fixed. Those two things alone would probably fix all the issues and he would probably do a wonderful job. So Nikki, baby, if you watch this video, don't hate me. Just fix posture. If you feel like you have a double chin, that is correct. Back of the neck should be a straight line. Open your mouth. Let it relax.
Not this, we don't want to do this.
We want to do this. This alone, just the posture change, opens up all of this space back here for your voice to flow.
I just expected 10 years later. I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. And you say, oh no, step on the brakes, do whatever it takes, but stop this train. Slow, the lights turn.
He did learn to pucker. His tone does sound better at this part. Dog is standing still singing and he seems like he's running out of breath so fast. Like, brother, you're standing still.
Things are moving too fast. I found a woman I love, and I found an agent who loves me.
Okay. That one, the way he's saying agent wasn't bad. But again, if he keeps singing like this, he's on Broadway multiple times a day for multiple days in a row, he's gonna blow his voice out. A lot of what he's doing isn't necessarily bad singing, it's just not healthy and not made for Broadway. And the reason Broadway singers sound like that is because you have to protect your voice.
I get bumpy with some people analyze every detail, but I keep rolling on. Oh, baby, I can't follow.
He can do it. He just did it. You just wait till the big note. Do that on all the notes. It's easier to just do them on all the notes because then you don't have to worry about preparing because you'll already be prepared. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Anyways. See how nice that was too? He still has a little bit of tension, so it could be bigger, but that was so nice. Why can't you give me more of that?
Well, what else is in store? Got all this and more before 24. It's hard not to be sure I'm spinning out of control. Out of control. I'm feeling panic.
So he went out of control. And this is because he knows that he's about to flip into his falsetto, right? He should be able to sing those open and then flip over to his falsetto without having to work as hard as he is. And dude, there's so much like physical strain that you can hear in his voice. He's not even able to pronounce the words correctly. I'm not saying he has to. Again, I just like pick a vowel that works for these. So the answer to how he could work on this flip, the specific one, because that was a little baffling. He really should be like kind of concentrating his voice right here, and it should be like an ah, so it should be like ah kind of cha. He should be going, because it should be placed like right in the nose in the mix, because this is very, very high. This is as high as he can go in this like mix belt area. He should be using an ah, because we're singing in the nasals, and ah loves the nasals. Closed. Open. Ah. So we should be like out of control. So that would give him a lot more space. It would give him a vowel, and he'd be able to sing the words in a way where they sound like real words. That doesn't sound like real words when I say it, but when you sing out of control, that sounds like real words, right? Out has an ah, out, right? Of. This lifts it to where you can sing it in that higher register, because ah doesn't, or not ah, but like that doesn't fit up in this higher register, but ah does. So he needs to alter it to that, but instead he's not altering the vowel and it's getting squished. Out of control, and it's like literally not even words, and it also like doesn't sound good. To be fair, it's the hardest part of the song, and then once he gets to his falsetto, he's in safe ground again and he feels comfortable.
I'm feeling up maneuver and I can last. But I'm so happy I can't get worried about this singular impression. I've got a singular impression, things are moving too fast.
So on a positive note, I can tell he's lifting his soft palate at least a little bit because his nostrils are flaring, and that's a good sign of he's doing his face. So he is lifting his soft palate and he is puckering a little bit to hit some of these notes better than Les Mis. But honestly, I really think if he could watch this video, I don't want you to watch this video, please Nick, don't watch this video, but also like, dog, let me help you. I feel like I could get him to sing this in a way that sounds so much better in like 30 minutes. Like, I don't think it would take that long at all. It's literally just these adjustments, and it seems like I adjusted every single word, but in reality, you're setting up the space and then you leave it. So then you don't have to keep readjusting. So he's right now still, 15 years later, working way too hard to hit these notes that are in his range. He can sing these. He has a great voice. So like, just do it. Just do it. Okay, now I want to kind of hear the blending of their voices. We're gonna dive into it. We're gonna watch Nick Jonas and Adrianne Warren perform Next 10 Minutes from the Last 5 Years on The Tonight Show. So it looks like they're doing a press tour for this, which is really interesting. Like sometimes Broadway does press tours, but they seem to be going really hard on this press tour, and that's honestly probably why they cast Nick Jonas to play Jamie, because The Last 5 Years is a very popular musical in the musical theater community, but it's not a household name like Les Mis or Wicked or Phantom of the Opera. So I do think that they're trying to bring a lot of traction to the show. Musical theater in Broadway has been struggling for a really long time, so I don't blame them for doing this. But let's see how they perform live, because live is really the best way to kind of see what's going on, and we get to see how their voices blend together in this.
Nick Jonas and Adrianne Warren, accompanied by Jason Robert Brown.
Please share your life with me for the next 10 minutes. For the next 10 minutes.
His mouth is literally closed. It's literally closed. Even on the words that he kind of opens his mouth the way he's supposed to, he immediately closes it back up. Last 10, share your life with me for the next 10 minutes.
We can handle that.
He's specifically doing this to get at me.
We could watch the waves. We could watch the sky.
In musical theater, the songs are written word-wise and melodically to make it as easy as possible for the singer or the actor to portray the emotion and to sing it. Every single word he has sang so far has been an A vowel, which is the vowel that we want to sing. But for some reason, he's literally refusing. Handle that, we could watch the waves. We could watch the waves. Like the song is doing the work for him.
As time ticks by, and if we make it to then, can I ask you again for another 10?
Also, his face is moving so much. I'm flabbergasted. Maybe it's just because he's on a stage, a late night show, and so it feels like, you know, he can make more stylistic choices since this isn't the actual performance on Broadway. But like, for the love of God, man, open your mouth! Open your mouth. Just open. The words are begging you to. And if we make it till then, can I, not I, can I ask you again? Can I ask you again?
There are so many lights I want to share.
Sue, he went, there are so many lives. I get that's supposed to be softer than that, obviously. I'm not an insane person. I might be after watching this.
I will never be complete until I do. I don't know why people run.
Ooh, that was powerful.
I don't know why things fall through.
Adrianne Warren has the complete opposite voice of Nick Jonas and of every other person that I have heard play Kathy. Not saying there hasn't been powerful Kathys. I do think Nick Jonas would be paired better with someone like Anna Kendrick. I think their voices would blend great, and I probably wouldn't be going insane. But also, this is my first time hearing her, so maybe I would still be going insane, I don't know.
I don't know how anybody survives this life without someone like you. I could protect.
But see how little her face is moving? Her face is barely moved. There's no tension in her face. Her jaw's relaxed, her teeth are apart. You can visually see her singing better than him. That's what I mean by like singing is attainable and singing can be studied and blah 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 blah, because I can visually see what they're doing. Look at it with me.
Protect and preserve. I could say no and goodbye.
That's a perfect example of like vowel modification, because protect and preserve. Protect and preserve. Those are hard words to sing, unlike the ones Nick was singing. Protect and preserve. We're throwing ahs in there, and now instead of going protect and preserve, those words are really hard to sing because they're like they're very closed. They're P's, they're ers, and it's perfectly smooth.
I could say no and goodbye, but why take me? Why?
She's so relaxed.
I want to be your
Dude, that was like a perfect build. I actually normally hate this part of the song because normally it's like your wife. That's how every Kathy I've heard sing it, and it's like gets under my skin and I'm like, oh ew. But she just, I've never heard it belted like this. That was so nice. You can also see that she's taking some deep belly breaths, which I love to see it. Breaths apart, let's go. Her shoulders are relaxed. I'm so excited. Open. Mouth is open. Everything is awe with her. Yes. Yes. I want to die. Yes. Okay, dog, I'm not gonna lie. Forever is one of the hardest, like, not one of the hardest words to sing, but it is a very difficult word to sing. One time, one of my students was playing Anna in her school production of Frozen. She was playing Anna, and we had to really work on For the First Time in Forever, because it was like, for the first time in forever. Those are really hard words to sing. Sure? Because it's like a lot of ers, F's are hard, but she just did it effortlessly, loud, strong. Like it sounded so good. She did it again. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even realize Nick was singing. I forgot he was singing because I literally cannot hear him because she's giving me chills right now. She really is. And she's just, she's opening, which is really like, she's doing all the right things physically to support her voice. She's standing sturdy, she's breathing in her stomach, and every time she hits a big, powerful note, she's opening up her chest, which is the space that we need. She's opening up her mouth, which is what she needs to do. And clearly, it's working.
There are so many dreams I need to see.
Open your mouth.
So many years I need to be. I will never be. I do.
So because she has so much more space, and she's so much more relaxed, and she's breathing so much, I actually literally can't hear Nick. Like, he sounds like a little baby mouse next to her, just like strong, powerful, supported voice. Perfect vowel modification. And the point of doing the vowel modification and the point of opening your mouth and having the proper breath is so your voice can be big. So your voice can take up space and take up sound. So she's doing all of this stuff. And she also just happens to have a very powerful voice on top of those techniques to make your voice more powerful. So she's power on power on power. And he's doing everything in his power to give it up, to not have power. He's closing his mouth. He's not breathing well. He's very tense. And he's working so hard just for her to completely drown him out to the point where he almost is like, they really need to stop pairing him up with people who can just like sing their face off, because it's making him look like he doesn't know what he's doing, which I'm starting to think maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay. They also have like no chemistry. Like at all. Like they're literally doing a side hug right now. I kind of hate this for her. And I just wish that she had been paired with someone who matched her, who matched her voice quality, who matched her power. Because the themes of the show is Jamie is always in the spotlight and he gets everything he wants and he is this powerful thing. And then Kathy is led into his shadow. And that is kind of the tug of war of the show. Kathy struggling in his shadow. Jamie is becoming an egomaniac. So typically, like, Jamie's songs are harder. And that's to represent that. And so it's really interesting to have this really powerful Kathy who's not just like has a stronger voice, but is physically more comfortable on stage and is physically more confident while singing. Whereas the Jamie is unable and is working so hard and can't even keep up with her. I think individually they probably could have pulled these roles off with different co-stars, with different counterparts. I really would love to like hear her sing this with someone that just matched her better. But that's not what we got. We got this. So Nick, I just need you to open your mouth. I just need you to open your mouth and breathe and fix your posture and modify your vowels. I'm just looking out for you. You're gonna lose your voice if you keep doing this. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I promise my next video will not be about Nick Jonas. I swear to God, I swear to God, it will not be about Nick Jonas. But thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah.